Hello again, friends. We're out here in this absolute bop of Shazian, near where these Asian-style lanterns are. I love this spot for chopping yews, man. It's iconic, thematic, just absolutely perfect. You could chop them at the woodcutting guild, but there's a bunch of people there, and then this is all to me, and I'm almost done. I need 300,000 of these, and then we're good to do some fletching. I'm not sure where I'm gonna do some fletching, but I'm gonna do some fletching. Yeah, that's a little bit later on. So we're just chilling here. Anyways, I figured I would talk to you about people trying to shame you for your hobbies in current year, dude. It's 2023, my man. And there are still people out there that are angry and still use the words tranime and such to describe people. So, in case you don't understand, like Reiji or these normal scum cannot for the life of them understand how someone could get so deep into their hobbies, be it video games, be it anime, be it any of the glorious hobbies that exist out there. Really, it's only those two. If you're not involved in those, what are you doing with your life, right? Like having sex with women or something? Like, I don't understand. But what I do understand is that you need to not let these people get away with that, especially on places like the Chan. Kindly remind anyone that Asian media is superior to Western media, that video games are the highest grossing form of entertainment in the current year, that they've effectively lost the culture war against video games. So let's be clear here. They lost. We're the winners here. We will continue to win as far as that goes. Now, so a lot of people are going to, go off on these normie-filled tangents about the tranimes, about, man-child games, and they can have their points, they can disagree with you. They're free to do as they please with their own time, as are you. But we need to bring the topic then on how to enjoy your tranime properly. Now, me personally, this is my setup for how I'm watching my weeaboo cartoons. And so everyone might have their own opinion on how to go about it, but this is what I do. So let me see. We're going to have to go full screen for this one, I think, as I give these a good old chop. My window's going to shift here. One sec. We'll go screen blocker goes off. Okay. No, wait. That's not it. That's in case I want to stream. Full screen. Here we go. All right. Now let's get this set up. Perfect. Okay. Now, so for when I'm streaming my weeaboo entertainment, what I like to use is a program called AnyCLI, and this is a command line utility. You can get it from your package manager or anything else. But let's say I want to watch, anything under the sun. This will find a quality stream of it for me. And would you look at that? We're in there, boys. So if you're someone who wants to enjoy their tranime properly, I'd recommend, any Unix-based distro is going to be efficient at this kind of stuff. Let's get out of the full screen though. Let's go back to more sensible stuff here for a little bit, but, definitely use AnyCLI if you want to watch your animos and you're on any sort of Unix-based distro. It's in your package manager. I think you can get it with Winget. You can obviously get it with other ways. I know you can install like Debian under WSL2 and get it that way too on Windows if you're one of them people. But that just makes it easier. AnyCLI, command line interface. That's how you gotta enjoy your hobbies. And for video games, obviously, you want to delay your gratification in them, control your dopamine intake no matter which one you're playing. Apply those same principles you do to a successful real life to a successful video game life, and then you're looking good. And don't let those normies, don't let those Raiju tell you how to function, how to be. You can be you and you'll be fine. Trust me. And yeah. So there's also something else we have to talk about as far as in AnyCLI and setup goes. So I like to use I might as well just go into this too. I like to use Linux with an i3 with a tile window manager. It's more efficient if I'm like multitasking, doing coding. I do a lot of multitasking like most gamer lords do. I like to have sort of this efficient stocking and sort of thing, so I can switch between different stacking modes or organize my UI in a way that makes sense to me. And, you know, for instance, I can overlay text menus like I did in the video about Zenites, or I can have like a text box and be typing and thinking, or just writing down video ideas while I'm actually playing the game without losing ticks or doing something degenerate. And having a billion different window bars means that I can always, you know, have access to anything I want to keep open and then go and modulate it. And I can also have different tabs, like my Steam is on another tab, my Discord's on another tab, so, you know, for me it's just you know, whatever your special key is, 3 for instance for Discord, 4 for Steam if you want to use that, you know, 2 for like internet, or if you're doing OBS I usually do the streaming from my internet tab. It just makes sense for me to do it that way, and you can do it your own way. But yeah, if you're using Windows and you're trying to like be efficient with video games, I'm not sure if there are any tiled window managers for editing the Windows UI or reconfiguring it. I know on Macs you can use, what was that called? It's like some weeboo name where you can configure Macs. There's like that and Hackintosh type stuff you can do on a Mac to get at least something like a tiled window manager setup or an efficient setup for your computer. Just because the standard, at least hobby enjoying setup isn't just going to do it, you know, so. That's at least my opinion on it. We've covered, you know, not letting people shame you for your hobbies, how to enjoy your hobbies better, and how you should really get into it and set up your computer for success in enjoying your hobbies. I am enjoying this bop way too much, dude. Boo-doo. Alright. And I figure I might as well do an update on the old school RuneScape account too while we're at it. So we're at 98 crafting. I'm really close to 99. I think I'm like 100k short with all the molten glass. So by the time I'm done blowing all of that, I should have just enough battle staves to be done, right? So that's very simple. That's just a bing and a boop. I'm 1 level off 80 Slayer, which unlocks neck reels, which is going to be really sick. I have a Greater Demons task right now. And yeah, I'm about to hit 80 defense. I'm thinking 85 attack, 85 defense. I'll get this through bursting. And then I'm just going straight, ooh, yum! I'm going straight to a high level of strength if I can. So I'm going to focus on that. You know, range is looking really good for starting the Corrupted Gauntlet. Same with magic. If I make some more planks, finish making the remaining planks, I can hit like close to 90, maybe 90, not 100% sure, but I might be able to hit 90 mage if I just chill for a little bit and go for that, so that could always be great. Prayer's getting up there. I have a bunch of heads too, and when I hit 90 mage I can start getting rid of all the ensouled dragon heads I have, which I probably have another level alone just in ensouled heads, I just haven't used them yet. So that's all going well. Construction, I'm banking 99 construction just through make plank and chopping the logs, give them the good old whack, whack, whack. And woodcutting, we're almost 1 level away from being able to boost for the redwood. And oh, based. Yes, Herbie. Oh god, her below our XP. Yeah, sorry, I just RNG'd out my mind right there. But yeah, I'm almost at 90 Herblore, which is why that's so exciting. That's, you know, the best overload in the game for when I go to Cox. And that gives me, you know, super combats without boosting. You know, I can boost to do anti-venom pluses if I want to do Zora, so 90 Herblore is pretty much the last really important level. And then like 94, so I can boost to make divine super comms at some point. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use super comms before I can make them divine super combats. I have to think about that, but that's like so far in the future where I would even consider sipping a super combat. Like that's for endgame PVM. So let's see, agility, I'm not sure how I'm going to get rid of all of these delicious arrows, right? So I'm almost at 300,000. I have to make them and then fletch them, and that gets me around 90 fletching, 90, 91, somewhere around there. I'm gonna get the rest of it through Amethyst very soon. Like, and that's where the mining goal is going. I'm almost at superior mining gloves. I think I'm about like 66% or halfway, somewhere between there. I have to go look at the unidentified minerals in the bank and then figure it out. It's 240 for all of it. I have one of the set of gloves. I almost have the second, so you know, I can bop that off, and then that's going to be really nice. And then I might try to, I'm not sure if I can do broad arrows while doing Relic of Course Agility. It might take a lot of very sketchy amounts of arrows and how many I can do. I know there are some parts where I can probably get a single tick off of arrows, so I might end up going like all the way to like 90 agility or something there and just trying to fletch all of these. I don't want to do the thing everyone does where they do these at the minigame for pest control or whatever, just because that's kind of cheesy to me. I don't like it. You know, you're with a bunch of other people, and if it's combat, you might as well enjoy, like, slaying it. Like, I'm gonna make 1,000,000 broad arrows, I might as well use them in pest control, right? And yeah, sometimes I whack both of these trees down, so that's just when I go like that, and I can deposit those in the bank. Yeah, so prayer is going along nicely. This is what I'm working on right now. And I should start Herbivore soon, just knock out a couple levels, just because I'm looking towards, you know, after this hits 80, I've got the base 80s, and then I'm looking towards the base 90s going forward. I'm running really low on herbs, so I do need to do some Master Farmer soon, just to get this up to at least 91, because I almost have Ice Barrage, you know, for the diaries, so that is going to unlock Ardoin Elite, it's going to unlock Desert Elite, although I need to kill 1,000,000 Calphite Queens. I'm not doing that until I get the Brooch from TOA, but, you know, TOA comes after Zulrah, so right now, where the account is heading, and yeah, obviously cooking, I'm probably going to do Temporos for 99 fishing, so that's also where my 99 cooking is going to come from, is whenever I decide to do Temporos. That to me is just a, like, for fun thing, so I can go about doing that whenever I please. And yeah, the account's looking like I'm going to start Corrupted Gauntlet soon, whenever I feel like doing it. And then just do like 1 or 2 a day or whatever, you know, whenever I feel like it, just go bang some out until I can get the Bofa, and however long it takes is how long it takes, you know. I would prefer to have it before 87 Slayer, if not I have to like pause, get my Trident by trail skipping, and complete the Bofa before I do any more Slayer, and then I'll have Bofa Trident, and then I can go get a Fang whenever I want to do like endgame PVM, like I'll probably wait until I have a Rune Dragon or an Adamite Dragon task or something that'll motivate me to do a bunch of TOA, just so I can not have to suffer through that task. And then, yeah. And then, who knows where I go from that point. I don't think a Fang is going to be that hard to get, but it's probably going to take like 20 to 50 solos. So, you know. And obviously I might not get the Blue Gem in that, and Blue Gem is pretty much tied to the Elite Desert for me, because I plan to just have a Warhammer if I can get it. If not, I'll just try and suffer through just whacking Calphite Queen with the Blue Gem. I could use an Arc-like spec or a BGS or whatever I get if I decide to go to Bandos early. Probably won't, but, you know, it is an option if I'm seemingly not getting spooned on the Warhammer, which I've already killed quite a few of them. I think like 500, like 10% of the drop rate, and I haven't got it yet. Oh no, I haven't gotten a Warhammer and 10% of the drop rate, so I'm, you know, not as lucky as 95, or I'm not luckier than 95, 98% of the people that do it or something. That's just simply unfair. But yeah, that's where I'm going from. I'll get this to 90, 99 when I'm doing like the base 90s push, just to have everything look nice. Fire making I don't really care about, I'll just do it at Wintertod. It's not like the food matters. I have 40,000 Karam bombs almost in the bank, and I'll have a lot more food from Temporos I can waste at something like that. So yeah, so I need a couple more inventories of these. Each inventory is around 2,000 arrow shafts. I'm gonna go get this Banky Boo. That's another Cerebrew and a Magic Seed. Oh, that's out of control. That's some popping off RNG. But yeah, but that's where the account is. Don't let people shame you for your hobbies. Get into this stuff. You know, have a good attitude about it. That's my take on it. So you can think what you want though. Like if you're gonna have people spurg at you about it, you know, just make sure to troll them back. And with that, I leave you. You friends, have a good day.